Aloha, and welcome to Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii, for a song from Church of the Holy Cross. I guess it must be Wednesday. This particular song is one that I wrote, a couple of years ago now. It was a song in recognition of the stresses and the losses of the folks who experienced the 2018 Kilauea eruption in Lower Puna. There were 700 buildings lost, many of them homes. I don't know how many farms and fields were inundated or rendered inaccessible, roads closed, and at one point the estimate was that there were 2,000 people who had to evacuate. Many of the places destroyed can never be recovered. In other cases, they're there, the land is there, but there is a barrier of substantial rock between the nearest road access and that land. And the sad truth of the matter is that 2 years later, people are still in temporary shelter. Some of the delay, of course, is the result of yet another natural disaster, a global pandemic, which has slowed everything down. But, the song, I think, is relevant to that condition and to a mental state that we are all, I think, feeling in the midst of this pandemic. So, Scarlet Tears. Lava Lake rose in Halemaumau. Pu'o collapsed in a cloud of rose. Then the fissures yawned amidst the hollies of Leilani. 2,000 people fled their homes from those scarlet tears flowing to the ocean. Sorrow flared in crimson skies. Hurry now with arms of aloha. Let us stand together as we cry. Some people camped beside the shelters, while others found the sofa of a friend. Tiny homes arose at Sacred Heart and Haleiki, but nobody knew when it would end. And those scarlet tears flowing to the ocean, those sorrow flares in crimson skies. Hurry now with arms of aloha. We must stand together as we cry. Pele at last see She'd made hundreds of acres of new land. Still the task remains to turn shelters into homes. With the people of Puna let us stand. Scarlet tears flowing to the ocean. Sorrow's flares in crimson skies. Hurry now with arms of aloha. Let us stand together. Oh, may we stand together. Yes, we stand together as we cry. Scarlet Tears. Feeling a little weepy today. On the recommendation of our COVID-19 coordinator and my own sense of what is wise, prudent, and safest, the Board of Deacons of Church of the Holy Cross decided today that we will discontinue meeting for worship. We will continue to stream a worship experience, and hopefully we've learned something about how to do that since we first began in March. But we just do not consider it prudent. We do not consider it appropriate to preserving the health and welfare of our congregation to gather in person for worship. The case counts in the state of Hawaii have jumped dramatically. We've also seen rising numbers in the county of Hawaii. In other parts of the country, I know these numbers would be considered just vanishingly low, but for us, the problem is that they are rising. Our challenge is to prevent them from rising further, especially to prevent the mortality which this disease can bring to the most vulnerable of our neighbors, our friends, our family members. So, this Sunday at 10, here on this YouTube channel, there will be worship from Church of the Holy Cross, but there will not be a congregation in attendance, and we will be celebrating the grace of God once more with a profound sense of the fragility and the preciousness of human life. Hope that you'll be with us then. We'll be back next week for another song from Church of the Holy Cross here at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Until then, stay well and whole. May you be joyful. Peace.